Well, the final game of a remarkable year and a memorable decade. 2 relegations, 2 promotions, 8 managers, an FA Cup semi-final and a European adventure. It's been quite the roller coaster following the old gold, perhaps summed up by Friday night's drama under the lights. But with the reigning champions beaten, it's a trip to perhaps the champions-elect Liverpool. The reigning European and world champions are already past the 50-point mark, winning 26 of the last 27. They're also 49 unbeaten here at Anfield. But as omens go, it's 9 years to the day that Wolves last won here in the Premier League. Another big performance less than 48 hours on from beating Man City. And it really will be a happy new year. Robertson will pick up on it. Playing it infield towards Mane. Let it go through to Salah midway inside the Wolves half. Foot in by Moutinho. Mane. Flicked out by Lallana. Dangerous one in, Salah just over the top of the crossbar. And we have played 3 minutes of the game so far. And the first big chance that's fallen to Liverpool's talisman. And thankfully, he couldn't get over the top of the ball and it went over the top of the crossbar.
No, that just shows it, doesn't it, the quality.
Corner's taken quickly. Lallana hooking it in. Headed by Kilman. Down for Wijnaldum, who fires it over the top of the crossbar. And it's another very good opportunity for the home side that, thankfully, Wolves weren't punished by. Vinagre trying to skip his way past a couple of people. Couldn't quite do so. Cleared up towards Mo Salah. Salah turning and running over the halfway line. Options to his right and left. He may not need them. He's going to feed it to Firmino. Firmino into the penalty area. Onto his left foot, shooting, deflecting, taken by Rui Patricio.
Yeah, I think Neves has got himself hurt. He's holding onto his ankle. Don't know if it was the block or challenge from somebody else.
And there's Van Dijk again. Now trying a long one through the middle towards Mane. Headed infield. Salah on the volley. Straight into the arms of Rui Patricio. Adventurous from Mo Salah. Testing for Rui Patricio. Was equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and again, so they're knocking on the door again, ain't they? Straight ball from Van Dijk. Flicker from Mane. Volley from Salah.
Henderson trying to knock it down the line. Liverpool trying to recycle it. Kilman got his head to it. Drops to Henderson in the area to Mane on the turn. Oh, that's a really good challenge. It'll be a corner. Patricio was scrambling, couldn't quite get across to it. But thankfully, Wolves had the numbers there, and it's Ryan Bennett on Sadio Mane. Otherwise, surely that would have been 1-0 Liverpool.
Yeah, he did really well, didn't he? So like you saw that Mane was just trying to let just roll across him, but he did really well. Stood up against him, got his foot there. It's gone out for a corner, but good defending.
Robertson to take it, left-footed from the left-hand side, hanging high into the area. Good header wide. Thankfully wide of the far post of Rui Patricio. Whipped in by Robertson, and Firmino got his head to it. 12 yards out, centre of goal. Thankfully, wasn't on target, and the Wolves goal that's lived a little bit of a charmed life in this opening half an hour continues to do so. Turning and playing it low out to the feet of Robertson. Back again to Van Dijk. Wolves have everybody back inside their own half. Straight ball through the middle. Attempted charge on his Mane, turns it home. Referee, though, has already disallowed the goal. Anthony Taylor says there was a hand in the build-up there.
Well, that'll go to VAR, I presume. But it did look like a handball.
Well, it was a high ball up towards Lallana.
Yeah.
Oh, has that come off the shoulder? This might be given, you know.
It's off his shoulder.
That's off the top of the shoulder and chest of Adam Lallana. But it's checking disallowed goal for handball. That's what it says on the screen. Goal given. Goal given. There you go. It took a while, but eventually the decision was reached. And Sadio Mane continues his fine goal-scoring form against Wolves. It's Liverpool 1, Wolves 0. Brought down by Cody. Threads a pass out to Moutinho. Down the line for Johnny. Johnny trying to hold off the challenge of Robertson. Pull back, comes towards the edge of the area. It's going to be struck goalwards and it's in! What a finish! Wolves are back on level terms, right on half-time. Would you believe this? Anfield is stunned. Pedro Neto has his first Premier League goal, his first goal since his first Wolves appearance. Liverpool 1, Wolves 1.
Oh, good play down this right-hand side. You'd have thought that Liverpool would have dealt with it. But what a finish that was with his right foot, his weaker side as well. He's just basically just placed it right in the bottom corner. Is that our first shot on target?
Probably the first shot of the entire game.
Yeah, did well, didn't he, Johnny, down this right-hand side. He pulled the ball back.
Came through. Bennett actually left
good
it.
Finish.
And
finish.
Neto, lovely hit into the bottom corner.
Did well, Johnny, down this right, didn't he, against Robertson. They pulled it back and two Liverpool players miss it.
Oh, here you go. Now a VAR check for possible offside.
How can it be offside?
Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, this is going to be terrible for Pedro Neto. What a moment that could well be taken away from him here. Anthony Taylor, yeah, goal disallowed.
Ridiculous.
Goal disallowed.
Absolutely crazy. Told ya.
Alexander Arnold to try and whip this one in dangerously. Head it goalwards and over the top of the crossbar. Must have taken a deflection on its way through. Came maybe just off the top of the head of Max Kilman. It'll be another corner. Wijnaldum was the man who got the initial header on it.
Yeah, and I think he's just got a little bit of a bang on the head as well, I think.
Alexander Arnold, a little bit of a loose pass backwards. Lallana's fallen on top of the ball. Moutinho trying to get there. They're going to wave play on because Liverpool have it. Salah with a flick in field. Wijnaldum driving on. Mane 20 yards from goal. Back to Mo Salah. Salah in towards the edge of the penalty area. Firmino on the turn over the top of the crossbar. Still Liverpool 1, Wolves 0. As we go past an hour played at Anfield.
Yeah, I just think it's all about now, can we get the supply to our front lads?
Alisson will launch this ball downfield. In fact, he'll take it short now because Wolves players have moved away. But it's to Van Dijk, although Jota has robbed him of possession. It's Jota into the penalty area on his right foot, striking it. Alisson palms it behind for a corner. Very nearly gift wrap there. Uncharacteristic mistake. Gave Wolves the opportunity.
Yeah, a bit of an arrogance, wasn't it? So like you're thinking that Jota's not going to get the ball off him. Well, he should know, Jota, the strength that he's got. He's got away with that, Van Dijk.
Yeah, Bennett having to go backwards to Saiz. Saiz will try and hit a long ball towards Raúl Jiménez here. Jiménez brings it down in the area, strikes it just over the top. It'll be a corner.
Oh.
Liverpool are suggesting that there was both an offside and a handball in the build-up to that.
Well,
maybe fortune is about to favour Wolves.
There's no offside.
It was close.
Oh, millimetre, sorry.
Oh, nice turn away from Alexander Arnold. Henderson's coming to support. Infield to Vinagre it goes. We'll switch it across for Ryan Bennett. Back to Cody, just right hand side of the centre circle. Cody now trying to switch the diagonal out to Traore. Brilliant ball. Traore trying to cross in on his right foot. It's going to come all the way through to Neto. Nods it down. Moutinho to strike it. Couldn't get over the top of the ball. And it goes into the top tier of the Anfield Road end. Back it goes to Saiz, midway inside the Liverpool half. We'll look to try and switch it across for Traore. Vinagre's already run past him. Traore, a little back heel finding Ruben Vinagre. Knocking it past Alexander Arnold. Continuing on, Vinagre with the low ball in. Jimenez will try and tee it back. Saiz to strike it, and it's his turn to smash it into the top tier of the stand. To Saiz. Keita going to close him down. Backwards to Connor Cody. The whistles are from the home fans. Long ball by Cody towards Vinagre. Vinagre, left-hand side of the penalty area here, strikes it goalwards and strikes it behind for a goal kick.
You've got to hit it across the goal, and Jimenez is telling him exactly that. You can't be hitting it there near side. It's got to be hard and low across the goal.
Saiz. Falls Neto, let it run. Johnny is in an advanced position, on again to Neto, evades one challenge, riding forwards down the right-hand side, right-footed cross delivered in, it's a little bit too deep. Alexander-Arnold's header coming out, Traore gets hold of it. Traore, can he try and make something happen again here? Trying to hold off a couple of challenges. Traore on his right foot, striking, took a deflection and behind for a corner. In added time, Wolves may just have one more chance to steal a point.
Great strength from Traore. He's had 3 players coming at him, he's holding on to possession of the ball. They're worried, Liverpool.
Martinho, right-footed from the right-hand side. Kilman, Bennett, Jimenez, Saiz. Johnny is in there as well. It's whipped in dangerously, it's headed away by Van Dijk. And that's it. Final whistle goes, and listen to the celebration from the Liverpool fans. They know how close they were pushed in this second half here. Ahead through Sadio Mane's goal in the first half. There was a VAR incident involved in it. The big talking point of the game will be the VAR overturn of Pedro Neto's equalizer before half-time for a marginal offside decision against Johnny in the build-up. The second half, Wolves pressed, they had good chances through Jota, especially Ruben Vinagre too, and long-range efforts from Martinho and from Saiz. But in the end, they couldn't quite do enough to force themselves an equaliser against a team who are riding high at the top of the Premier League. The reigning European and world champions were pushed right to the end. But as it ends 2019 and the decade, Wolves couldn't quite produce another magical performance following on from Friday nights against Manchester City. But they will take a lot of credit for the way they have ended 2019.